皆様お願いいたします。
はじめまして，我的日文不是很好哈，大家好，我是 Eric，今天的演讲呢，我准备的是用英文，所以我麻烦那个翻译同事帮我翻译一下啊。So today I'm going to talk about IHT and real estate market. So before I start my presentation, I want to start with saying that the real estate market today really is primed for a disruption. In many ways, real estate is probably one of the largest assets in the world today, among up to like $200+ trillion US trading volume in the last, the history of real estate. And it is one of the slowest adoption for technology disruption. Not only that it doesn't have enough disruption in terms of technology, but also in terms of business model that hasn't changed over the year. So along come blockchain and IHT. When I say IHT, I really mean iHouse is where our company is. Our aim is to combine our real estate market know-how and blockchain to really bring changes to the sector. Changes include transparency, efficiency, security, and as well as accessibility to the developer and also to the investor in the real estate market. And we hope by doing this, we'll bring a whole new waves of investment in real estate worldwide. Now, what is iHouse? iHouse is a technology company that pioneered a blockchain marketplace to connect investors and developers to exchange properties and to trade properties in a blockchain technology. Before I go to our key development, I want to talk about our iHouse vision. We believe that investing in real estate should be very simple, very secure, and affordable, and accessible to everyone worldwide, and that's what we believe in. And our mission to do that is really to apply the blockchain technology plus our market know-how in order to achieve that vision. So going back to the last page, for the first half of 2017, our primary key development, we have 3 primary key development. The first we have is ATO, and I'll explain more what ATO is. Second, we have IHT and IHT Pay. And I'm going to start with IHT first. IHT is our platform token that we launched early this year. Now, the primary usage for IHT token is to allow developers and investors to pay for the services that are run on our platform. And on top of that, it's also a means to reward our investor as they invest in our project through a program we call a project profit sharing project. IHT Pay is very similar to BitPay in that it is a convenient digital payment system that allows IHT to pay for the consumption of our third-party services and the IHT platform services. So this is very similar where if you go to a website, which is our partner website, let's say a rental property company, a real estate property company that they're willing to accept IHT as a form of payment, and we facilitate that using our system. And we are slated to launch the IHT Pay later this year, Q3 of 2018. Now going back to ATO. ATO is short for Asset Token Offering. What it really is a blockchain platform where we allow developer to to subdivide their property or subdivide their asset into small chunks and put it on our platform to sell it to our investor. That small chunk it lives on the Ethereum network and allow all the benefit that Ethereum can bring. For example, transparency, security, redundancy, efficiency. You know, I'm going to go through the process a little bit later on how investor like yourself can participate, as well as developer can get into a system and see the benefit of our platform. So ATO, as I said, was introduced early this year. And the purpose of it, I mean, simply put, is really to tokenize a property into smaller microscopic chunks so the investor, to make it more accessible and affordable for investor to buy, to own a part of this real estate investment. As I mentioned earlier, ATO built on smart contract, and currently we have two chains. One is a private chain that we manage all the private information about the property, about our user, and the other one is where the token is actually lives on the public Ethereum network. So on this slide, we basically mentioned that because our platform allowed to be tokenized into very small pieces, to make the pieces very affordable, investor with as little as $250 US can really invest in the global real estate market. April this year, we are proud to launch our first ATO project in Japan marketplace, and we call it the Kirui-Taku Timeshare Resort. And it's in the city of Kirui-Sawa, and it's a perfect getaway for people who live in Japan because it's very close to Tokyo. It's about an hour, and it's really a relaxing resort. I remember that when I actually approached of this project, they tell me that the Uke Resort was built next to our hotel, or to this resort. And it is one of the probably most attractive touristy place in Japan. I think it amounts up to like 10 million or maybe 10,000, I forget the number, maybe it's 10 million visitors yearly to this place. So how are we going to use the blockchain and ATO to help this timeshare resort? So ATO, we have a platform for them to tokenize their membership of using this timeshare. So we have an open period that's happening right now until the end of the year, where a user can actually purchase membership to this timeshare at a very discount rate. This amounts to probably 50% off, or 40% off. And after 3 years, at the completion of this resort, which is late in 2020, we'll assist the user, the investor, to redeem their membership at the retail price. So in this case, we're putting here is a $400 US is the retail price, and we buy it now. It costs about $260. And over the course of the project, we will provide the project progress report and put it on blockchain. Because of the reversibility of the blockchain, everything are very secure and trustable, so that investor can go to our blockchain and really monitor the progress of the project to ensure that their investment is safe. Not only that, every time that we hit a milestone, we will be using IXT to airdrop as a reward for the investor to invest in our first project. As I mentioned, the membership not only allows you to have an investment in the timeshare membership, it also allows you to have the flexibility to really use a membership to visit this resort. So for instance, if investor would like to keep their share, but yet they want to go and use their share on this resort, they can also transfer the share back to the owner, and you can enjoy a night or a week of visiting at this resort. Not only that, our token, our ATO token is a fractionable ERC token. So that means that there's a lot of creativity that can be imagined. The owner can run special that could take half of a token or maybe 3/4 of a token for any kind of activity or services that you want to do in this resort. As a legal compliance, so I want to say that in the public forum is that owning an ATO token doesn't entitle the user to a property right. Okay, it only gives the user to have the right to use the service in this resort. However, I want to amend to that is that the right are totally traceable and tradable and trackable on the Ethereum network, meaning that the user has the flexibility to really sell it or trade it or transfer it to somebody else. So here's how our platform is going to play out. On our website, and subsequently we have a mobile app, is to allow users to sign up. So user in this case, you have investors, you have developers, and you have financial institute. And when they sign up, they'll go through a very efficient KYC process to register their account information. And we'll go through a very thorough review of their status. And the developer will submit property or asset information for our business development team. And we'll go through a very thorough review again. And then digitize those information and put it on blockchain. And once that process is done, we'll list all the assets on our website where financial institute, qualified financial institute, and investor can go in and subscribe to different shares in that particular ATO project. And our plan is that not only do this ATO share can be purchased through IXT, it also support BTC, ETH, and subsequently we're going to have a fiat payment system as well, which will probably at the end of the year we'll make that happen. And over time, investor will get a report of how the progress of this project. Is there any risk? We digitize, we go through the whole building, the whole promotion, and how the project is running. We digitize all the information and put on blockchain so that it's very transparent to user. And this is also a very useful tool in case user want to trade part of their share to someone else. They can refer the new buyer to our platform and see whether the project is a reliable and is a worth investing project. So that without really going through just trust between two people, but it really a transparency in blockchain that allow us to have that trustless environment and provide the information to the user to make a right decision. So this is our very first project that we launched in Japan. And we have a long pipeline of ATO project in Q4 2018. We're going to have projects in Southeast Asia and Korea, and subsequently in US and Europe. So thank you very much for your time, and this is all I have. Do pay attention to our social media channel to get an update on our announcement and further development. And I think that iHouse and real estate market is a very exciting place to be right now. And I hope to see everybody to come on our platform and experience what an IHT real estate development is. Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。